Hey there, pirates! Welcome aboard the Anime No Mi channel. There's a reason why Shanks didn't eat the devil fruit that now belongs to Luffy, and many people haven't figured out why, a reason that's already been revealed, and that we'll explore in today's video. I hope for your support to help our crew win, and to do so, you just need to click the thumbs up button, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. By doing this, you will win an incredible devil fruit, so just comment which fruit you want. Folks, I think one of the biggest questions we can ask about the beginning of Luffy's journey is this: why didn't Shanks eat the Gomu Gomu no Mi? If we consider the importance of this fruit in the world of One Piece, it seems like a waste that one of the most powerful and influential characters in the story simply let a child accidentally eat it. If he knew that fruit was special, why didn't he use it for himself? In chapter 1044, when we learn the true nature of the Gomu Gomu no Mi, or rather, the Hito Hito no Mi, model Nika things got even stranger. If this fruit was hidden from the world for 800 years, if the world government feared it so much they tried to erase it from history, then Shanks must have realized there was something far greater behind this devil fruit. Yet, he showed no interest in consuming it. Perhaps Shanks never intended to eat the fruit because he already knew what it truly was. In chapter 1018, when Who's Who revealed that the government had lost this devil fruit to Shanks' pirates, it became clear that he didn't obtain it by chance. If he really stole it from a marine ship, it means he already knew it was important. But if he knew that, then he must have also wondered why the world government wanted it so badly. This leads to another question. Did Shanks already know it was the sun god Nika's fruit? Looking at Shanks' history, he's never shown interest in having a devil fruit. That might seem normal for a pirate who was already extremely strong without additional powers, but when it comes to the Nika fruit, the situation is different. This isn't just any devil fruit, it's something that can change the world's destiny. Shanks, being one of the most enigmatic figures in the series, may have had a very clear reason for not eating it. Maybe he believed this fruit wasn't meant for just anyone. If he somehow knew the Gomu Gomu no Mi carried Joy Boy's legacy, then perhaps he understood it wasn't his destiny to awaken its power. Shanks might have sensed that this devil fruit was meant for someone else, someone who truly embodied Nika's spirit. But how could he have known that? We can recall Shanks' meeting with the Gorosei in chapter 907. This was one of the most mysterious moments in the series, showing that Shanks has an unusual relationship with the world government's leaders. If he was able to meet with them, maybe he knew more about the world's past than we realize. What if he already knew the true history of the Void Century? If he was aware of Joy Boy's fate and the legend of Nika, then his decision not to eat the fruit makes sense. Another detail to consider is Shanks' connection to Luffy. In chapter 1, when he sees Luffy declaring he'll become a great pirate, he laughs but also notices something different about the boy. When Luffy eats the Gomu Gomu no Mi, Shanks panics as if he knew something monumental had just happened. But was he shocked just because Luffy ate a devil fruit, or because he realized this was the start of something far greater? Going back to chapter 434, when Shanks and Rayleigh talk about Luffy, we see that Shanks deeply believes Luffy will inherit Roger's will. He says Luffy spoke the same words as Roger, which already suggests he saw a grand destiny for the boy. If he already believed that, then he may have thought Luffy was the right person to inherit the fruit's power. Another key point is that Shanks has never been driven by personal ambition. Unlike many pirates, he's never shown interest in conquering the world or becoming the strongest. His role is far more enigmatic, almost like a guardian of certain pivotal events. If his goal were to dominate the world, maybe he would have eaten the fruit. But if he knew his role was different, he might have decided to leave it for someone who truly needed it. We should also consider a more practical reason. Shanks is an extremely skilled swordsman. Looking at Roger and Whitebeard's fight in chapter 966, we see that swordsmen of their caliber are already immensely powerful without devil fruits. If Shanks followed Roger's path, he may have believed he didn't need extra power to achieve his goals. Additionally, devil fruits have a major drawback. The user can't swim. For a pirate, losing that ability is a huge disadvantage. Shanks, having sailed with Roger and explored the world, may have decided he didn't want to sacrifice his ability to swim, something crucial for someone who depends on the sea. Another interesting possibility is that Shanks might have sensed that eating the fruit would be dangerous for him. If the world government hid it for so long, then anyone who awakened its true power would become a target. What if Shanks knew that awakening the Gomu Gomu no Mi meant bearing Joy Boy's destiny? He may have realized that wasn't a burden meant for him. In the end, I think Shanks never ate the fruit because he knew he wasn't the chosen one for that power. Whether it was because he already understood the Gomu Gomu no Mi's true history, or because he felt Luffy was the right person to inherit it, his decision changed the course of history. If he had eaten it, the world of One Piece might be completely different now. But does this mean Shanks always knew Luffy was special? I think he may have suspected it from the start. If he saw something in Luffy that reminded him of Roger, then perhaps he understood that boy could be the future the world was waiting for. Either way, the fact that he didn't eat the fruit shows his understanding of destiny, and his role in the world is far more complex than we imagined. And now, with Luffy having awakened the true powers of the Gomu Gomu no Mi, we might wonder if Shanks already knew this moment would come. Perhaps he spent all these years simply waiting to see how far that boy would go. If that's the case, then his decision not to eat the fruit was one of the most important choices he ever made. It was said by the elders, those who know the world's deepest secrets, that a mythical zone fruit like the Gomu Gomu no Mi has a peculiar connection to fate. It doesn't choose just anyone, but rather the one who is destined to receive it. It's not a random selection, but a bond between the user and the ancient power within the fruit. These elders always claimed that the bearer of such power would be someone marked for great deeds, someone with a destiny spanning generations. And as the kings of the sea beings with ancestral knowledge of the world's mysteries declared with conviction, Joy Boy would return. They knew that at some point, the one who inherited the power of Nika, the sun god, would arise and bring the change the world so desperately needed. This return wouldn't be some distant event, but something imminent. Luffy, as the chosen one, was predestined from the moment the world saw him born, and the fruit recognized him as its true heir. The Gomu Gomu no Mi, or rather, the Hito Hito no Mi model. Nika was no mere coincidence. When Shanks saw Luffy, he likely already knew the boy was destined to carry Joy Boy's legacy. It wasn't about being the strongest, but about being the one who embodied the spirit of revolution, the one who would bring freedom to the world. Luffy wasn't just chosen by the fruit, he was always the only one capable of awakening it, with every sign pointing to his connection to the world's past and future. Thus, the reason Shanks left the fruit for Luffy wasn't simply because he didn't want its power. He understood that Luffy was the chosen one, and only he could truly unleash the fruit's potential and fulfill the destiny the entire world awaited. This wasn't just a gamble on luck, it was the fulfillment of a prophecy from ages past. Shanks, with all his wisdom and experience, knew the world's true future lay in Luffy's hands. And by giving him the fruit, he was granting the world the greatest gift possible, the chance for a new dawn. The Gomu Gomu no Mi, hidden for centuries, wasn't just any devil fruit. It was the key to the world's revolution, an ancient force meant for a single bearer. Luffy, the chosen one, isn't just a simple pirate. He is the heir of a legend, the inheritor of Joy Boy's will, the man who will bring freedom, topple the chains of the world government, and herald the dawn of a new era. Shanks, in all his wisdom, knew the truth lay beyond what the eyes could see, which is why he let Luffy's destiny run its course. He didn't need power, because he understood that true power had always resided in the boy who laughed in the face of the impossible, the one who, like a beacon, would light the way to the future. It wasn't just a fruit, it was a legacy. What do you think about this? Share your thoughts. That was today's content. We hope you liked it and want to share your opinion on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay amazing.